That is such a
How
good
are
hack. I've
you?
never seen IG Live this way before.
Oh yeah. So are you in Toronto right now?
Yeah, I'm in Toronto,
Awesome.
Canada.
Well, so Canada, we have back-to-back Canadians. So
Oh,
yesterday,
you had Kim
right?
yesterday.
I
Mm-hmm.
know. So this is really cool. Well, so I am so glad that I have you for this short bit of time because I wanted to talk to you about something that I think is super important, which is breaking out of the typical online venue that people normally go to, which is for what we talk about on Icons of Online Movement and Level Up specifically is teaching
Mm-hmm.
online and the shift to online movement and all of that. And a lot of people know Zoom, which is great,
Yeah.
which is a platform that you use through the Outschool. But
Mm-hmm.
Outschool is different than what typical, trainers and dancers would go to. First, they would go to like, hey, I'm going to teach for a studio, and then the studio is going to put
Right.
me on Zoom. Or I'm going to teach, my class, and I'm going to go on IG Live or Facebook Live or something like that. So
Yeah.
tell me about your experience in teaching for Outschool.
Yeah, for sure. Our school I started with about 2 months ago.
Mhm.
And what I really like about it is that they do all the marketing for you.
Mhm.
So you don't have to worry about that. They have their own resources. I believe they do like Facebook ads and they have all sorts of marketing tools
Yeah.
that they use. So you as a teacher really just have to worry about teaching a great class and building relationship with your students, and you don't have to worry about all the marketing stuff, which is what I really enjoy.
Yes. Well, so
Yeah.
Viola, you have something called the Blessing Bucket. And I love that name. It's the same across all of your platforms. So if you're looking for her, you can find her on Instagram and her website. It's all the Blessing Bucket. Um,
Yep.
and you travel. And I was reading your bio, and
Mhm.
you literally went from apparently like a really shy person to this like out of this world, like jumping out of planes and whatnot. So tell us about like the shift that you went through and being like going from really shy to like, hey, I want to tell you about
Mhm.
all of my trips, all of that.
Yeah, I think it was many years in the making
Mm-hmm.
that I slowly built my confidence as a traveler and just as a person in general.
Mm-hmm.
And my experience in dance helped a lot with that as well. That played a part as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, in my early 20s, I started to travel, doing a lot of solo traveling
Mm-hmm.
on my own. So before, when I was growing up, I was always this shy kid who was really just in her own bubble. And then once I started getting into dance, that helped me a little bit building my confidence. Then I got into traveling, that further helped me build a little bit of my confidence. Then I got into wellness. So I'm a yoga instructor
Mm-hmm.
as well. So
She
just
does
everything
everything. She does
a little
everything.
bit. Yeah, I do wear a lot of
Right?
hats.
Well, so
So
you
yeah.
have all of these things going on, and that I found you online, and I just want people to know that the best way to connect with people is to actually talk to them,
Absolutely,
because
yeah.
it really is one of those things. Like if you don't reach out to people, they don't know that you're connecting with them.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
one of the things
Slide into the DMs.
slide into the DMs exactly, and some people have
Yeah.
email too. So it's
Hmm.
not like people are invisible. You can contact people. Um, it's important for people who are watching, because I'm going to put this on a lot of different platforms, is that you don't have to just do one thing that everybody else is doing, right? So teaching
Hmm.
can take a lot of different forms, like you're a yoga instructor as well as teaching for the Outschool. You teach kids
Yeah.
on the Outschool, right?
Yeah. Our school is a platform for kids.
Mm-hmm.
They start from age 3 up until 18.
Mm-hmm.
So there are older kids,
Mm-hmm.
but mostly there are the younger demographics. The oldest kid I've taught is 15, so they're pretty much young adults as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I saw you
Hmm.
you were teaching arts and crafts, was it?
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
I feel like that is so hard when you are like literally you're here and you can't run over to like take the glue out of somebody's hand, or whatever. So that's why I wanted to talk to you too, is because you have to, as an online teacher, teaching something as intricate as like cutting out a shape or
Hmm.
gluing something together, or just coming out with different types of projects to teach. um,
Hmm.
Use different kinds of skills to get the students on the other side of that screen to do exactly what you want them to do and nothing else, right? So what
For
exactly do you
sure.
find is like the best practices for really reaching young people and teaching
Hmm.
kind of like intricate things, complex things over the internet?
Yeah, for sure. You have to be creative.
Mm-hmm.
That is like the key word.
Yeah.
Like exactly like you said, I cannot go over there and be really hands-on with them. Sometimes I want them to do something and they don't exactly know what I mean. So I have different tricks. For example, if I'm doing something on my table, I will put the camera down
Mm-hmm.
so they can get a really close-up look
Yeah.
into what I'm doing. Or I ask them, I give a warning in the class description if, oh, this class, we do have some details. So if they can have a little helper, like their mom or dad nearby to give them a little hand, that would be really helpful. So all those little things. And as you go along, you will come up with different ways to make adjustments, right? Like sometimes first class always don't go as planned, might be a disaster, but that's okay. And then you'll find out like different ways to make adjustments as you go along. I think that's just something you have to like be aware of. Don't be so hard on yourself if something doesn't go well like the first time, and just keep making adjustments as you go.
Exactly. I mean, there's so much that goes into preparing for a class too.
Mm-hmm.
So that because I've seen teachers, even, yoga teachers or even step teachers, Pilates, all of that, just walk in and just kind of free flow a class, right? Because,
Yeah.
they know what they're doing. But online, if you are even the slightest bit distracted, you've got tech issues and sound issues
Mm-hmm.
and all those things that you don't want to get, pulled away from your instruction to go do, because that's exactly
Mm-hmm.
it. But to have a helper, that's a good idea, so that you are
Yeah.
focused on, the students, and somebody else can do the back end of things, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So what do you say?
And yeah,
Oh, go ahead.
tech issue is something that's still like challenging in this day and age, right? With Zoom, it always like sometimes it freezes up. So I always recommend having backup internet as well as an online teacher.
Backup internet.
Mm-hmm.
So what exactly
Yes.
is backup internet? Tell me how you.
Okay. So I have this little, oh, I don't have it with me now. It's in the living
It's
room.
okay.
It's a little pocket.
Uh-huh.
It's a little portable Wi-Fi.
Oh.
It's called Skyroam. I'm not sure if there are other brands, but that's what I use.
Mm-hmm.
And it works pretty much all over the world. It's like day passes,
Uh,
where if my internet at home is giving me problems, I might switch over to my pocket Wi-Fi, which usually works really well. So I just have that backup there for peace of mind, just in case I need it.
just in case.
Let's say I don't always, but yeah,
Right. Well,
it's a good
that's a good thing. I need that because I mean, I get on here to talk to people all the time, and I feel like, what would happen? So
idea.
I think that there are so many things that people need as far as like just that little itty bitty tidbit of information, that people can use like
Mm-hmm.
a backup, internet source. What exactly do you find is the most rewarding out of what you're doing? Like you're traveling, you're blogging, you're vlogging, you're teaching. Like what is the thing that makes you like filling your cup? What fills your cup?
Oh, yeah. All the things I do offer fulfillment in different ways, but I guess I just enjoy helping people in whatever way that I can. Without school, whenever I read like the class reviews that parents leave, it just makes me feel so happy. And with my blog, whenever someone tells me that my tips have helped them with one of their trip plannings, that also make me feel great as well. Yeah, I think
Awesome.
just helping people.
I know. Well, and you do help so many people. You have on your website, you have a section. I just went to it because you have like a VIP section where people can kind of get like more detail on planning their trips and things like that. And I think
Mhm.
for dancers, choreographers, creative directors, people who are fitness professionals and taking what they do and bringing it online, that means that they can travel wherever they want and do it from wherever they
Exactly.
want. So they need you to help them plan that. So if you have a chance, you should visit her VIP section and then contact, read some of the blog entries, because she's got so many things from Australia to I think New Zealand was one of them.
Mhm.
There's so many things going on your website. I haven't had a chance to talk about all
Thank
of it,
you.
but what is the one thing you want to do next? Like, what have you not done that's on your bucket list?
You mean in terms of places to travel to,
either to
or just?
travel or to teach or, you know, get, you know, a music experience, whatever it is, like on your list.
Mhm. Right. Well, me and my partner are planning to expand into the wellness business in the very near future because both of us are yoga teachers, and we're thinking about, tying our experiences together in terms of dance and yoga and maybe traveling as well into something that is very us. So that's something that very much working on right now, and that's on my bucket list of things to accomplish.
So you're just
With my
doing,
blog as well.
yeah.
I'm expanding more into wellness content.
Uh-huh. Well, that's
So
really,
that's
it's
something
that's
I'm working
smart.
on.
I mean, it is the
Hmm.
time to work on the next thing because that's all people have time for. You know, people just have time right now. So, um,
Yeah.
so I mean, as far as your blog and your Instagram, what is your favorite place to connect? Like, where should I send people? Is it going to your website or going to Instagram?
Oh, definitely Instagram. Yeah. As we connected on Instagram as well, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm just on Instagram all day. If you want to find me,
no worries.
I'm here 24/7.
Well, so I appreciate you taking the time. I know you have class, so we gotta go, but definitely check
Thank you for
out.
having me.
Yeah, no worries. Check out her website, theblessingbucket.com. She has so much to offer there. And if you're, you know, taking yoga, you know, is your yoga class on your website too, or do they have to go to a different place?
Oh, my yoga classes is kind of on exclusively on She's Wonderful right now, which is a community for female travelers. Have you heard of
I'm
this?
not. No.
Yeah, so actually it's all women.
Uh-huh.
But in the very near future, I'm going to have a different platform for my yoga classes as well.
Well, hey,
Yeah.
then join her community. See, we're just learning a whole bunch of new stuff. So I really appreciate you taking the time, and I will post this everywhere and tag you so that you can see.
Yes, perfect.
All
Thank
right.
you, Sandra.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.